What's up everybody? Long overdue video today. I'm going to be rating my top 10 favorite albums from 2019. There was a lot of good ones and geez, 2019 was very strong. Let's waste no time. The reason it took me so long is I just didn't have my channel. I wasn't uploading videos in 2019 at all. I just started uploading in February. Let's start off with number 10, Kirk by DaBaby. I do think this album was better than Baby on Baby and also Blame It on Baby. This one was different. A lot of the features had a big impact on the songs and made them a lot better. Obviously he had the big hit called Bop, which the music video went crazy. Definitely some hits on that album. Favorite songs being Toes, Vibes, and Really. Number 9, a group project, Revenge of the Dreamers 3 from Dreamville. The collective group recorded in the studio for like 10 days. Buckled down and made a great album. Honestly, there's a lot of good songs from this. Hit single from J. Cole. 3 favorite songs were Under the Sun, Costa Rica, and Down Bad. Those ones were all hits. People that really stood out in this album were J.I.D. It really made me like his music a lot more. Great group project, not gonna lie. Number 8, So Much Fun by Young Thug. This was his best album in my opinion. He's gotten better and better as well. A lot of features on this album because I think Young Thug is such a good collaborator. He works well with all his features. My favorite songs being Hot with Gunna, Mannequin Challenge with Juice WRLD, and then Bad 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 with Lil Baby. Before I didn't really care too much about Young Thug, but this album really made me like him a lot and pay attention to his music a lot more. A lot of people love this project as well from last year. Definitely one of the best, and had the song Hot with Gunna, which was one of the top songs of last year. Number 7, Rowdy Riches, Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. Everyone knows the song The Box. That one blew the heck up. But besides The Box, that song was very good, don't get me wrong. But the whole project, from the intro to War Baby at the end, it's just perfectly put together. The songs are put in order great. I think it was a perfect length. About every song had a very strong message, and Rowdy Riches is just very talented. I think his first few albums leading up to this one, weren't as good, but this one made me like Rowdy Rich a lot. He's been blowing the heck up. My favorite songs being The Box, Moonwalkin', and Start With Me. 6, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind by Logic. I know a lot of people didn't like this album at all, but I think this is one of Logic's best albums. That song with Eminem went crazy, pretty much very good. There's a few songs you might want to throw away. I don't understand why they're on the album, but people give Logic a lot of hate for whatever reason. I mean, this album was about the use of social media and what it does today, and how that affects him. I really do enjoy Logic's music. Most of these songs are very good. Favorite songs being Homicide, Keanu Reeves, and Clickbait. Number 5, we got We Love You Tekka. His very first album. There was a lot of singles on here, including his hit Ransom, but my favorite song that he's ever made, Ransom Remix. That along with Out of Luck and Bossa Nova are my 3 favorite songs off the album. But honestly, Lil Tecca had so many hits on this album, and he's gonna continue to do that. Just such a young kid, and such a great album. Just made so many short songs that are very enjoyable to listen to. Obviously his one hit that blew him up, but the fact that he's able to do that many sales, his first album, and still be popular to this day and not be that one-hit wonder with Ransom. He's actually getting better in my opinion, and Lil Tecca is one of my favorite rappers, and this album is phenomenal. Still listen to it to this day. 4, got A Love Letter to You 4 by Trippie Redd. Very long, including you add on that deluxe. Trippie Redd's best project by far, and one of the best albums I've ever heard. Yeah, I mean, he's got some ragers on there. He's got some sad love songs on there with like poems. He's got just the hits that everyone's listening to right now. Six Kiss, Sickening, and The Grinch. Crazy album. I've been loving Trippie Redd's music ever since that has dropped, and made me a big fan of him. Because personally I didn't really care too much about his music. I was kind of just listening to a few of his hit songs, but this album made me really like Trippie Redd. Number 3, we got Ian Dior's first project, Industry Plant. I love the name Industry Plant because that's what everyone was calling him. Obviously the label using him for money, and then people call him an industry plant. Clearly he is not. He's proven himself wrong. He just keeps on making hits. He's got that emo rap style down all the way. My top 3 being Gone Girl, Feel It Coming, and Never Is Enough. My second favorite album is Lost Boy by YBN Cordae. His first album gets Grammy nominated. Like, what? That's crazy, man. No skips at all. Like, if I'm listening to the album from start to finish, I'm not even skipping the skits, you know what I mean? Like, even those were enjoyable to listen to. Every song just had a crazy meaning to it, and like, this album, whew, what the heck, man? There's so many good songs on this. Top 3 being Have Mercy, Thanksgiving, and RMP. If that's his first album, I can't even imagine how good this kid is gonna get, man. Before we get to number 1, let's do a couple honorable mentions. I have Shelby by Lil Sky and Certified Hitmaker by Lil Mosey. That song's just missed out on my list just because I didn't listen to him for very long, but I can still pick off a few songs that I like. But I just couldn't see it in the top 10. Alright, for the number 1 album of 2019, in my opinion, and my all-time favorite album, I even just bought a poster. I'll have to show it to you guys soon. Or it's more of like a canvas. Juice WRLD's second album, Death Race for Love. The greatest album of all time. I know a lot of people like his first album better, but in my opinion, every song that he's ever made is very good. Juice WRLD is the GOAT. Also RIP, but yeah, by far the best album I've ever heard. Some people may disagree with that, or maybe like his other album better, but I think Death Race for Love is the best. And my top 3 songs, I could not pick. I honestly could pick any song off that album and make it my number 1. It depends on the day. But yeah, all the songs, 1 through 22, amazing, honestly. But yeah, that's my top 10 list. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite album from 2019 was, because I'd really like to know. I think it's very interesting. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, see you boys.